See, that's why I always start these. I'm always laughing. Everybody wonders why is Johnny always laughing when they start these things? And if you're watching this live on Instagram, like NR5150 and Guitar Mark,
you can't beat this. Tourists come here and spend tons of money.
You always got to pull that volume down, man. If you're watching this on Instagram, right before we went live here, you would have seen why I was laughing. I don't even know why. It probably wasn't even funny. Was it? Was it funny?
Yeah. It's all funny. Yeah. It's all funny.
It was all funny. Okay. Okay, good. It says we're live. Here we go. Here we go. So anyway, welcome. 11 people. Holy crap. Dang. 3 thumbs ups. Oh, one. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. It's Wolfgang Wednesday, everybody.
Yes, sir.
Yes. 5:14 p.m. West Coast. West Side. 8:15. Well, you guys are a minute ahead of us out here.
Well, you know.
Amazing. It's a New York minute. That 1 minute. I think that's what they mean by that, huh?
Probably what they mean.
17. Hey, Instagram. We got 17 people watching this on YouTube right now. EHX joined. Awesome. Is that Electro Harmonics? If it is, I love your products, man. If it is Electro Harmonics, I'm a huge fan of the what's the pedal I use? I was just telling you about it last night. My favorite fuzz pedal.
Oh, the I don't know.
Oh, you got your earbuds.
Yeah, because I heard a delay.
Cool. Oh, the Fuzz Factory.
Yeah, the Fuzz Factory. But that's not Electro Harmonics, is it? It's not. It's exotic.
Oh, that's ZVEX. That's ZVEX. Oh no. I'm not thinking about the
ZVEX. ZVEX, yes.
I'm thinking about I've got so many pedals.
Wow. Hey, listen. Let me say hello to some people here. Let's say hello. And I still hear a delay. So Adam Scheinberg, Sean Mahoney, Richard Nesdahl, Joe Wentz, Brent Xerox, Brian McKinney, Sinner, Marty Sissel, Greg Walker in the house, Michael Smith, Mary Joan Wright, Frank C., Nelson Reyes, Citizen Kane, Mike, okay, Jaden James, Billy Shelton, all present,
everybody.
All here and present.
Hey. No, the pedal I was thinking about.
Axe Tone Nation as well. Sorry.
Oh, cool. No. My favorite fuzz pedal up by Electro Harmonics is the Big Muff. That's what it is. That's what it is.
I don't know that you could say that.
I can, and I did.
Well, you know.
Anyway,
you know how it is.
Electro Harmonics, if you're watching this, the Big Muff. That's my favorite. Brent Rocks is the Big Muff. Yes.
Awesome. Michael Bishop is here. Van Zeppelin, Jimmy Carr.
31 people looking at us on YouTube right now.
Nice.
4 people on Instagram.
Awesome.
Instagram is brand new. Instagram.
And what's today?
There you go. Wolfgang Wednesday. Yes. So anyway, yes. Thank you for joining us, everybody. Jimmy Carr, Van Zeppelin. Hey, man. Michael Bishop. I see that. Ron will be home in 30 minutes. He might be jumping on here.
Ron.
Our good friend Ron.
Oh, God, that's so
here's a question from Instagram. We're live on Instagram right now, by the way, on Instagram account Johnny Beane. So you can watch from both if you want.
Hey, although David Robinson.
YouTube is way better, though. Please do not leave YouTube. Let's see.
We got new people. A lot of new people. David Robinson, Vasco, Finuras, please forgive me if I pronounced your name wrong.
Spelled it wrong?
Yeah.
Tell me if there's echo.
There is
Let
echo.
Let me know if there's echo.
Echo. No, it's gone.
Echo.
It's gone.
Okay. I don't know. Because I have to use my speakers.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Ethan C is in here. Mike. Hey, some of you guys, you guys jump ship from YouTube to come over here? I better turn this thing off. No, wait, there's a question. Somebody's saying, do you have a Wolfgang with a kill switch? No, I don't. David Nesdall does. And if so, where'd it go? His is mounted because doesn't have enough room. Okay. Is it mounted? Huh? I don't know. You have a kill switch.
Yes, I have a couple of them with kill switches.
In that guitar?
No, not in this guitar. No.
Not in that one.
Nope. Shall I get one?
Oh no, that's cool. Darren Van Frankenstein is saying, I installed my kill switch in the tone knob position and covered my tone pot with foam and left it in the cavity.
Nice.
Hey, Mike.
Hey, Bruce Wayne is here. We haven't seen him in a while.
Oh, cool. Hey, Bruce. Hey, man.
Hupper Mobile is here.
Adam, yeah.
Was it Hooper? Hupper.
Johnny Beane Instagram is live right now.
Hup Mobile. Sorry.
If you guys want to see a different view, although please don't jump ship from YouTube. We're not here to lose viewers.
No.
No. Yeah, in this show, it looks much better on YouTube than it does on Instagram. Although I think I'm probably what do you call it? Cleaner. Hey, Jim Nicholson's. Hey now, Johnny. That was a cool Echoplex demo earlier. Can you guys explain the difference between the pedal and the MXR carbon copy? Do some people have both on their pedal boards? Well, I'll tell you one thing. I'll be one of those people that will have both on my pedal board. If not that, I will be upgrading to the Dunlop Echoplex for sure. Definitely that pedal. The MXR carbon copy is a great pedal. That's been on my pedal board for like about 8 years, since 2009 or so.
Mm-hmm.
But that Echoplex pedal. Thanks for reminding me too, man. I was going to talk about that. The Echoplex Dunlop pedal. That's gotta be one of the best delay pedals I've ever used, and I've used a lot. That's one of my main effects. You know.
Right. There's that.
You okay?
Yeah. There's a delay again.
Uh-oh. Is there a delay in the chat box? Can you guys hear a delay? Am I delaying? I'm not sure. Huh? Read. Huh? Your phone camera is better than the camera they use on YouTube. Yeah, I know. So I look much cleaner on Instagram. I know that. But if you want to get like the full effect of like the whole thing,
yeah,
it's better for here. Plus, this video doesn't save. The Instagram video doesn't save.
Carlton asked a question. He wants to know what size block seems the best for a PV Wolfgang. Now, Carlton, it's a little tricky because for that you have to get one made for the PV Trem. It's not a normal one. You can't get it from Floyd Rose. You have to order it from Adam Reaver at FU-Tone, and you have to tell him it's for a PV Wolfgang because the screws that go from the top plate into the block are different. They're a different size than a normal block. So you have to tell him that you want either a 37 millimeter or a 42 millimeter brass block for a PV Wolfgang, and he'll know what to give you.
Yeah, and Adam over at FU-Tone or Futone, whatever you want to call it, he's very, very cool dude. makes amazing products. Most of you guys know this already, but
Yeah.
I'm just you have to say it. You know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, why do we go live 3 days a week talking about the same guitars? You know, because they're great. They're great. We love talking about them.
Absolutely.
You know? We love getting the word out there. We love promoting this stuff as much as we can, and we play the stuff. You know, you guys saw me playing the Gold Top special last night.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Ed McMuffin. Hey man, on Instagram.
Awesome.
Ed McMuffin. You're more photogenic on Instagram. Darren Van Frankenstein says more photo. Am I? Well, you got a different angle. You got a different. It's like looking this way instead of this way.
Why is that? Because your other camera or something, phone or something,
Oh yeah. You guys can't see it. Yeah, my phone is basically sitting here on my desk, facing like this direction. Guitar Mark 4 times says, I want one of you to buy a Kemper. I've never tried one.
Yeah, I don't do much recording where I need it, so.
I'm sure they're cool.
They are very cool, but it's really a recording tool. It's not something you're going to use live.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you can, but it's not something. It's not really.
Some of that stuff you can, but truthfully, some of that, some of the like the app kind of like tones or whatever you want to call it. Some of that stuff, some of that I don't know if I'd want to hear that stuff that loud. You know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it might sound great at a certain volume, but I think, I don't know. I'd be kind of scared to go to a concert and have the sound blasting you is like an app or something.
Well, I got news for you. A lot of tours, like especially like Steve Vai right now, he's using a Fractal. He's using an Axe FX 2. His amps are on the stage, but they're not. He's not using those. He's using a Fractal.
Mm-hmm. Stefan is saying that too. A lot of players use Kempers live. Yeah. No, I know that. Actually, one of my favorite bands, Garbage. A couple tours ago, I saw them in 2012. They were all using pods, Line 6 pods. You know, there was no amps on stage at all. You know, one of my other favorite guitar players, Andy Taylor, was using the pod when he was the last time he was with Duran Duran. Mm-hmm. You know, which is about 10 years.
It's a long time ago.
About 10 years ago. Well, 2005.
Mm-hmm.
You know, what's up, Michael James? Hey, man. What was I going to say? Instagram. What was I going to say? I forget. Hey, man. Steven. Hello, Mark.
Rick Smith says you went from Argyle to Camo.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't. If you guys can see, this is my. This is something a combination I wear all the time, and people either think it's really cool or they get really, really disgusted. You know, you got the inside that looks like that. You got the outside that looks like this.
Oh my goodness!
You know, more than likely, that's how you're going to recognize me if you go to NAMM. You're going to see a guy walking around looking exactly like this. You know, but you know, with these things though, if you want to see me at NAMM, look for this, and that's how you find me.
That's a mess. Carlton, I've never had a gold top. Well, actually, that's not true. I did have a gold top PV Wolfgang a long time ago, an arch top one, but not a special. So I haven't seen what they look like in a long time. Johnny probably has seen one because I think he was at a store where there was one yesterday. Actually, he says that gold finish blisters. And I don't know what the reason is. I honestly don't know. The only thing I could think of is the clear coat doesn't take well to the sparkle color. Maybe, who knows?
Huh? Sorry, I was talking Instagram.
That's okay.
What did you say? You said you saw me.
I was just talking about you. That's all.
Yeah.
I said that you're probably a better person to ask about
what?
About the gold finish on a PV Wolfgang, since you saw one yesterday. How on the PV Wolfgang the clear coat blisters and not on a flame top. And I said it's probably the way it meshes with the sparkle in the paint. I don't know. It could be anything.
Okay, well, here's a photo of the gold top.
Not the EVH brand one, the PV.
No, I know,
Yeah.
I know.
Okay.
I know. I took this photo yesterday.
Cool.
That's the gold top special. Of course, and next to the PV Wolfgang EXP, is it?
Mm-hmm. Beautiful top on
that. But yeah, but also if you want to see the EVH gold and the PV gold side by side,
I think they're a little different.
I took a photo of that. What, a couple weeks ago? Recently would have been. Here we go, right here. Okay, here's the PV special.
Hey, Ken Bear.
Here's the PV special on the, what would that be, on the right? The PV special has the chrome bridge, and then the EVH special has the black bridge. Looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
So you can see how the PV is a bit darker.
Well, let me see. Is that PV Wolfgang? Does that have a big scratch in it, or is that just a reflection?
That's a reflection.
Oh, okay.
Dave's thinking about that guitar.
Yeah, I am, because I want to paint it like.
There you go. Oh no! It's used, but no, it looks cool. So yeah, you can see it's darker.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I'm showing YouTube. Thank you for the heart. How come YouTube doesn't give you hearts?
I don't know. Don't know.
41 people. Oh, you owe me a Coke, man. 41 people.
How about a water? Would you like
YouTube?
a water instead?
No.
Take a water? No? I'll drink it.
24 thumbs ups. Gary Kramer guitars. Gary's a very cool dude.
5150 Fly Guy. Yes, we can discuss pickups. Absolutely. What do you want to know?
Are you reading?
David Fly. David. 5150 Fly Guys wants to know if we can discuss pickups on the show.
Of course, we can discuss anything you guys want.
Yeah,
anything. I mean, we generally, we keep it guitar related.
Yeah.
A lot EVH.
Right, and David Rand says that there's an echo on my side.
That means I'm echoing then. Is it bad?
At some points.
At some points. Well, I can tell you why. It might be because my monitor is right here. Let's see. Huh? Jack? Huh? What's your comment real quick? And yeah, I'm going to jump off Instagram. So if you're watching on Instagram, jump on to YouTube. Watch us on YouTube. You can either go to Johnny Beane, which is my YouTube channel, or I have a domain that points right to this, which is EVHGearLive.com. That points directly to my YouTube channel for these specific shows.
Uh-huh.
What's your comment, Jack, real quick? And then I want to talk more about that Echoplex.
And and Scotty P has a question as well. So after Jack, we'll do Scotty P.
Okay. Hey, We got people jumping into Instagram that have probably don't even know about this because they
Awesome.
know me,
Well,
they
send
know
them
me
over.
from there. Yeah.
Send them over. 47 people watching right now. 27 thumbs ups. Thank you so much for the thumbs ups. Thanks for watching us. If you like what you see, if you like what you hear, please let us know by giving us a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed.
Yeah, and subscribe to David Nesdall's channel as well. Just search Nesdall.
Yeah.
Nesdell.
DALL.
Oh, I thought it was.
No. Don't think. Ever.
Oh, Jack is asking on Instagram, Johnny Beane account. How much of a tonal difference do you think a brass block would make in a Stratocaster?
Big difference.
I think it'd be a big block difference.
Yeah.
Definitely big block.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah, because strats are very thin. Very thin sounding.
That's right. Scotty P also says, Dave, do you know how hard it would be to replace a Fender tremolo on a Strat with a Floyd Rose? Pretty tough. If you've never done it, don't do it. You're going to ruin your guitar. There's a lot of mathematics that goes with it. You'll have to fill holes, drill new holes, then put a nut shelf on the neck where you place the Floyd Rose nut. There's a lot that goes on, and if you've never done it before, even if you've done it before, I suggest letting someone that does it for a living do it, because chances are you're going to ruin your guitar.
Yeah, you don't want to do that. You don't want to ruin your guitars. That's for sure. JohnnyBean.com. All right, Instagram. See you later, Instagram. Jump on over to Facebook if you want to continue watching this. We're actually having a lot of fun over here. Believe it.
Yeah, it's a good time. I think Ron's going to join us any second.
Yeah, I saw that. All right, Jack. Great to see you, man. Darren Van Frankenstein. Great to see you. Jump on over to Facebook. Or what am I saying? There's so many different things now. YouTube. EVHGearLive.com. Remember, EVHGearLive.com. Go to that. You'll see us right there. All right. Bye. Everybody's leaving. All right. We had 35 viewers on Instagram.
Wow. Well, maybe we'll have more on YouTube then. They'll all come over.
Cool. Awesome. Let's see.
So Fly Guy, it depends on what guitar I'm putting pickups in. But I like DiMarzio's and the Duncan JB. I like them for different guitars. The JB, I like putting that in a poplar body. In alder or ash, I love the DiMarzio 36th anniversary pickups. They're humbuckers that they sound fantastic. I have them in my main Strat that's beat up. I've had them in there for years. It's really they sound great. They really do. Plus, they also sound great when you split the coils as well. They sound very Strat-like when you split the coils. So I don't like one better than the other. It just really depends on the wood that I'm using in the guitar. In the Stripe series, you want to know what pickup is better in the Stripe series? You know, I haven't tried either, but I would imagine that well, okay. Yeah. That's the pickup that's in the Stripe series, isn't it? Isn't it a Wolfgang pickup?
The pickup that comes in the Stripe series, I think, is the best choice. That's what I'm telling you anyway.
But I think he wants to know which is better, the JB or a DiMarzio.
Oh.
I think that was his question.
Well, if you don't want to do any routing, I think the DiMarzio might fit right in.
Yes. Well,
possibly.
Both. The JB as well, but you also have to figure out whether you need the long legs or the short legs.
It's got to be short legs. It's got to be short to fit into a Stripe series or a Wolfgang, right? Isn't that?
Well,
Yes.
yeah, I mean,
The-
short legs in long legs in a Frankenstein. Like if you're making a Frankenstein and you're using a lock body, a Chris Lock body, you need to pick up with long legs. Short legs, it'll be too deep in the route. But for Wolfgang's and Music Man guitars and Stripe Series guitars, you want the short leg. If Chris Lock is making you a 5150 body, you want the short legs. You know, or if you're getting one from Musicraft, you want the short legs.
Mm-hmm. Oh, Buzz just sent a question in.
Okay.
Yeah. Let's see.
Is this something you can talk about?
Yeah, of course. I think it's just a comment. Buzz is saying, I believe the first EVH brand Wolfgang specials were made in Japan first for a little while before being made in China.
Correct.
That's what Buzz says.
Mm-hmm.
And 35. Who is that? Joe Wentz.
Fly Guy, you're not you're in pretty good shape if you're leaning towards the JB. It's a great pickup.
Mm-hmm. There's so many great pickups.
Oh yeah, a lot of them are. I mean, they're a bunch of ridiculously good pickups.
$53 people looking at us on Wednesday. Thank you for watching this stuff. Thank you for tuning in. Okay, Ron Johnson is ready.
Wolfgang Wednesday, not just a Wednesday. It's Wolfgang Wednesday.
Oh, it's Rob Wednesday, dude. Rob's here.
Yes.
Okay.
Job Ronson.
Okay, Rob's gonna jump in here. Are you watching us, Rob? I mean, Ron?
Hey, Eduardo. Hey, Sean Zimmerman.
All right. Rob Johnson's going to jump in.
Have I missed anyone? Have I missed saying hello to anyone? If I have, please say hello so I can see you. I might have missed you.
Have you said hello to? Have you actually greeted all 55 people watching us right now?
Well, I don't think all 55 people have said hello to us.
Yeah, if you're watching this, let us know. Say hi. We always like to know who's looking at us. You know? Hey, dude.
What's happening, Ron?
Ron. What's happening? I raced home to make this. Talk about a crazy day. Man, got my turquoise glass and I'm good to go.
Uh-oh.
We're gonna have to have a talk about that turquoise glass.
No. This is it's not Gatorade. It's like mineral or something.
Oh, okay.
Very good.
No, I've been working all day, so.
Hey, John Storms.
Hey, John. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
I was just about to read something.
Hey, Brian Isaacs.
I don't know if I can have that ringtone.
Hey, Rick
on.
Smith.
Yeah.
Wow, we're getting a lot of people saying hello. Jack Messina, Mark Roddy. Awesome stuff.
Don Johnson. Yeah.
Ron Johnson, yeah.
You do kind of look like Don Johnson a little bit.
With the white shirt, yeah. With the
You
white
kind of have that.
He doesn't look anything like Don Johnson. I was a big Miami Vice fan back in the 80s.
How about Ron Johnson?
I meant from the back.
I don't know any Ron Johnson that you're talking about. Especially with your physique. I have no idea.
How about Ron Jeremy?
Okay, see, you can't say that. Okay. No more.
No. I have a neighbor. My next door neighbor's name is that. My next door neighbor's name is Ronald Jeremy. Yes.
David Ennis, hey.
John Donson.
All right.
John Thompson. All right. I have to find. I got to get the chat box up here.
802 Blue says happy. Hey guys, happy Wolfgang Wednesday.
Very
That's
nice.
right. It's Wolfgang Wednesday. That's right.
802 Blues, man. Yeah.
How are you guys?
Good.
Great video you did.
Huh?
What's that, Dave?
I said I don't know what you said. I don't know.
I can't even hear you guys. My speaker ain't loud.
Johnny, that was a great video you did with a gold Wolfgang and the 5150 and the Echoplex Dunlop pedal. That was awesome.
Dude, thank you, man. Thank you.
Yeah, that was great.
Thank you, man. Is it Carlton?
Yes.
Or are we all the VH linkers? You got two of us right here. Me and Rob.
Yeah, we're linkers.
I tried to get Dave to go over there. He won't do it.
He just won't do it.
Won't do it?
Nope. Can't teach an old dog new tricks. Sorry.
Yeah. But
do
you got two
cartwheels.
linkers right here, man. But no, yeah, that pedal, dude. That Dunlop Echoplex pedal thing is just, it's incredible, dude.
Yeah, I'll bet.
If you thought it sounded good on that video, man, you wouldn't believe what it sounded like in that room. You know?
Yeah,
we had that thing. We were cranked.
Yeah, it did sound really awesome. It sounded amazing on the video, I thought. You know?
Yeah, thanks. Yeah, somebody actually commented. I don't know if it was on Instagram or YouTube on that video. Somebody actually said they thanked me for that video, for a cell phone quality video of that.
Mm-hmm.
They wanted to see, you know, what it actually sounded like.
Yep.
Because, you know, in a way, you know, even though a cell phone quality video, you know, the audio isn't as great as micing something up.
Right.
If you truthfully really want to hear what something really sounds like, that almost is how it really sounds. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's more real. You know, there's no you know, magic. You know, there's no, you know, production or whatever.
Right.
You know, so if it sounds great on a cell phone, it's going to sound amazing in person.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Citizen Kane says that Pete Thorne did a review on that pedal, and I've seen it. His review is amazing. So, but Pete Thorne is Pete Thorne. He's, you know, everything he does is ridiculous. It's so good.
Yeah, he's awesome. He does amazing.
He doesn't do YouTube, you know, stuff. I mean, cell phone videos. You know, his stuff is all, you know, as if you were listening to it live, like with your own ears.
Yeah, he
in the
does.
same room.
Yep. So, Dave, what'd you get me for Christmas?
I don't know.
Loaded question, you know. Dave.
I can tell you guys what I want for Christmas.
A body for your neck.
Well, I'm getting that. I'm
I know.
actually getting that.
I know.
Yes. Yeah. I actually should have had that probably like a month or two ago. Truthfully. That's how long I've known that I was going to have it. And I've seen it, you know, I've seen a photo of it. But I'll probably get that. I'll probably come back from NAMM with it. I'm going to meet up with the guy who's giving it to me down there.
Yeah.
But no, if again about that pedal, man, that electro, what am I saying? I keep saying all the wrong names. The Dunlop.
You're a good reviewer.
Yeah. Well, because I use everything.
Yeah.
You know, we sit here and we talk about EVH guitars and how awesome they are, which they are. You know, but I play Telecasters, I play Strats, I play, you know, Kramers. I mean, I play and use everything.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and like it or not, believe it or not, Edward Van Halen does too.
Yep.
You know, he might have his own brand of stuff, but in the studio, he's got everything there.
Yeah.
You know, everything.
Well, Dave, you and I were talking back a while ago, and I mean, Eddie's original Amber Ernie Ball Music Man is still within hand's reach. I'm sure.
Yeah.
You know,
Everything's in that studio. Everything that he's used as a main guitar is going to be in that studio. It's not going to be packed away.
Yep.
Cool stuff.
Yeah. Yeah, if you guys dig watching this stuff, please leave us a thumbs up. Let us know.
Mm-hmm.
But I haven't even been able to talk about this pedal yet. Hang on. It's amazing. I can't wait to play it again. You know.
Is that a stack on the ground behind you, Johnny?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's Dave's favorite amp.
Yeah, they're awesome. They're awesome. And by the way, I don't know if this has been happening for a while, but I noticed Guitar Center, the one that I was at last night anyway, has those in stock now.
Yeah.
You know, which I had never seen before. I had never seen those in stock at a Guitar Center. And as everybody knows, I hit up at least, 2 or 3 different Guitar Centers a week, just because it's there, and
Oh, Michael Smith says, "Damn, work is calling. Gotta go." I know how that is. Sorry, dude.
Wow. See you, Mike. Michael Smith.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching, man.
Harry Evans. Sorry, go ahead.
Carlton said something, but I don't. The chat is moving so quickly.
Yeah, I know. Harry Evans, just contact me on Facebook. Give me a private message, and I'll give you my mailing address. I just I don't have a PO box, so I'd be giving you my home address. So I'd be happy to do that, but I'm not going to do that live.
Yeah, you should get a PO box, man.
I'll just use yours.
I have one. That's all. You want to use mine? If any of you guys are sending guitars to Dave, just send them to my PO box.
Yeah, it's close. In California, New York, whatever.
Johnny, Citizen Kane, Johnny, can you plug the Echoplex into your mixing board and demo using the vocal mic? That would be entertaining. I could do that. And once I get one, I will do that. I was telling Nesdal earlier today. Well, first of all, I had asked him if he's ever actually used a real Echoplex.
And I said no.
And he said no. He said, no.
Brian Isaacs, yes, we can talk about Telecasters. We can talk about anything you guys want to talk about that has to do with music and gear. Absolutely.
Yeah.
This is not just an EVH show. This is an all gear show.
But Dave, you never tried a real Echoplex? Really?
I've never tried a real Echoplex.
I have not either, actually. I've seen them hands-on, but I never tried one. Johnny, have you tried one?
Yes, I've recorded with one. I can tell you guys the song. I actually what was that? Oh, this actually fits perfectly. I actually this band I was in called the Mayfire. We did a cover tune for a Christmas compilation. It was San Francisco local bands, and this would have been in 2009, maybe. 2008, 2009 Christmas somewhere. And I don't know if you guys know, there's a song called Marshmallow World. Any of you guys?
Nope.
It's not a big rock song. So if you maybe a lot of you guys haven't heard, there's a version by Sinatra and Dean Martin. They actually did a version of it together, which of course I would know because I'm a huge fan of those guys. But anyway, we did a cover of that. And it's like a dark. We made it really dark, like a dark, moody rock, But we were like indie rock, So
yeah,
it's cool though, man. There's a link. I'll when this video is over, I'll put a link in the description to the song, and you guys can check it out. And anyway, I'm using a real Echoplex on the guitar. So
Nice.
all the delays and echoes that you hear on the guitar is an actual Echoplex, you know, machine. Our drummer in the band, he had an actual unit and used it all the time, not just on guitar. He used it on, I think, vocals. Stuart Copeland used them on drums.
Yep.
Way back in the day. You can use them on many, many different things. And so I don't know if you were joking about putting one on a vocal mic. You know, I don't know if you were joking or not, but people actually did that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's an awesome unit. But that pedal though, the Dunlop Echoplex pedal, it's just incredible. And I have to get one.
Yeah.
I have to.
From what I understand, they're so close sounding to the original Echoplexes. They're just amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and it's such a small little box too.
Mm.
An actual Echoplex is actually a big box.
Yeah.
You know, it looks almost like a little suitcase or something.
It looks like one of those old little like 70s tape recorders, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, you know, those old 70s what do you call them?
Answering machines?
Like a little suitcase, like a little box that you would take.
Yeah.
You know, the Rat Pack Dean Martin. Yes, the Rat Pack Dean Martin and the Rat Pack Sinatra. Yeah, yeah, they did a cover of Marshmallow World, and that's the version that I always knew all these years. But the Mayfire did a version of that as well, and Johnny Beane on guitar used an actual Echoplex on that.
Awesome.
I'll put the link down below once we're done.
Yeah. Brian Isaacs, my opinion on the Squier Classic Vibe 50s Telecaster. Well, in general, Squier guitars are novice guitars. They're beginners guitars. Now, that being said, when I started playing guitar in 1975, I'll even give you up till about 1982. From 1975 to 1982, I would say the beginners guitars back then were absolutely horrible. The same price range as beginners guitars today, anywhere from the $100 to $200 guitar range. You can get a $200 guitar today that's fantastic. Yeah. So if that Squier is about $200, I'd say you're doing really well. That's a good guitar. But back in the, when I started playing guitar, you're very hard pressed to find a good guitar for that little bit of money.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that you're doing really good if you're beginner to getting up to intermediate and you want that guitar. I think you're doing really good.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, my first guitar was a Squier.
Well, I mean, my first guitar wasn't a Squier, but Squiers, I mean, nowadays Squier guitars, they make them that are like $500. They've become a good guitar, but when Squiers started, they were not that great. I mean, the very beginning ones, the ones that were made in Japan, those were great guitars, and they're great guitars today. The big headstock 70s looking ones.
Yeah.
But then they became really, really not good. But they were like, $85, $95 around there. Those are like not so good. But then you start getting up to the ones that are about $150 to $200, and they're good again. They're good guitars for, it's not something I would play now, but if I was just starting, I wouldn't be afraid to play that. Or even if I'd been playing for a couple of years, that's still a good guitar.
Yeah.
So. Mm-hmm. And again, this is my opinion. Other people may have other opinions, but
yours is right.
Well, it's right. It's right for me.
I know. I'm just being wise.
Here's my first guitar, and it's a Japanese Squier.
And look at the condition it's in.
Well, I did that. I did that myself.
Yeah.
I repainted it. It was always painted. I threw it around.
That was your first guitar?
You know? Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Although I think it's, what is that? I think it's plywood though.
Wow.
So, you know, this is something that just hangs around. But the neck, you know, they had great necks on them. You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Adam Scheinberg wants to know what my first guitar was. I'll give you my first 3 guitars. My very first guitar was a 3/4 size. I want to say it was a Giannini nylon string guitar that I had for just very, very little while. And my first electric guitar was a late 50s Gibson Les Paul Jr. single cutaway. But back then I didn't know what it was. I mean, I think the teacher that got it for me paid like $70 or $80 for it, maybe. And then my first good acoustic guitar, my first real good acoustic guitar, was an Ovation Balladeer that my father got for me for my 13th birthday, and I still own that guitar. I still have it.
Uh-oh. Isn't that what Alex has?
Yeah, I think it's the same guitar. In fact, I had to do a double take when I saw that photo. I'm like, wait a second.
He called and then he hung up.
Howie!
Are you still watching this, Alex? Oh yeah, there's Howie. Hey man. Hey. Everybody's looking at you, dude. Yeah, Howie was jamming. That's Howie's rig back there. Yeah. He was rocking out.
Howie.
Oh. That face.
Yeah, I know. He's amazing.
Yeah. Thank you for watching this, everybody.
Yeah, 52 people watching right now. 44 thumbs ups. It's awesome. Thank you so much, everyone.
Yeah.
It is Wolfgang Wednesday.
It is. Yeah. Yeah.
David Rand, Howie's not so quiet when he's asked to speak. When Johnny tells him to speak, he speaks.
Or when his water dish is empty, he makes a racket.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, everybody in the everyone in the chat box, tell us all what your first guitar was. That's a good question. Absolutely. What's your first guitar? What was your first guitar?
Yeah.
Play guitar. I'll even go this. What was your first instrument? Not just guitar. I'm sure you're all musicians, but maybe not everyone plays guitar. But what was your first instrument?
Mine, my first instrument. You mean besides just like weird stuff? You know, making music on like whatever.
Just can't make it easy, can you?
Mine was,
you know,
mine was the Hamazoo. I had a Hamazoo when I was a kid.
You know. Yeah, you're like spinning stuff around. I don't know. No, Citizen Kane says trumpet. I played saxophone for a little bit, but I really wanted to play the guitar.
Mm-hmm.
I always wanted to play saxophone when I first heard Men at Work. I always thought that was cool.
Love that band. I still love that band.
Who Can It Be Now? Overkill, all those songs. Yeah, I remember in the '80s, I was like, oh, I want to play saxophone. That was so cool. I never got it. I never learned how to play, but
I probably played for a week. It wasn't that long, but I would say my inspiration, is that the word? That would have been the guy from Huey Lewis in the News. He played guitar and sax.
Oh yeah, Johnny Cola.
Was that Johnny Cola?
Johnny
yeah,
Cola.
it would have been that. That would have been the guy. For saxophone, him. But the other guy was a guitar player I really liked.
Because he had the cooler guitars, is what it was.
Was it Chris Hayes? Was it?
Oh, I don't know his name.
Was that his name? Yeah. The guy.
The video for Working for a Living, where they're both using big headstock Stratocasters. One's using a black one, the other one's using a cream, like white or cream one.
Yeah,
so it was always cool stuff.
Yeah,
always cool.
Yeah.
How do I remember these things? It's like I don't remember people's names. I remember them by their guitars. It's very, very weird.
802 Blues says his first guitar was a Harmony, looked like an SG with a banana
cool.
type headstock.
Cool.
My first guitar was a Fernandez Strat. There was a Strat style guitar made by Fernandez. It's like probably like $125, $175 guitar.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, it was. I had that guitar that's what I learned how to play when I started taking lessons, for probably like 7 or 8 months, and then obviously the music that I wanted to play at the time was Van Halen. So my guitar teacher, when the first one I had, he was like, "You got to get a Kramer," or Eddie was a music man at the time, and so I ended up going out and buying, like, I think my second guitar was like a Kramer. What were those, Dave? What were those Kramer guitars? They were they looked like the bodies were kind of like real thin, look almost like a Parker Fly. You know what I'm talking about? Like real thin bodies, Strat style, but real thin.
Yeah, I don't know what they were called. That's long after I stopped using them.
Yeah.
It's like 89, I think, 88 or 89.
Right.
Yep.
Yeah, I got it for like $300. It had a Floyd on it, so I mean I could do,
like a soloist thing?
Something like that, yeah.
Was it even called it?
No, I think it was a number. It was a number. It was named. Can't remember that. I can't remember what it was called.
Yeah, I can't either. I can't remember.
K14 CE. When did I get this stripe special? Thank you. He says it looks awesome. I got it back in October when they first came out. Music Zoo got them in, and the day it came in, I walked home with it. Well, I walked out of the store with it. But yeah.
Yeah, that's a great guitar.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm loving it.
Jared Frost got one too, I think, pretty recently, didn't he?
Who?
Jared Frost. Did he get one pretty recently too?
Yep. Yep. Absolutely. What else? What do we got?
Let's see.
I don't know.
Not that. I actually what?
Where's the cricket? Where's the cricket noise? Oh my God! Yeah, someone else.
I'm trying to make this as not uncomfortable as I can. I actually have to split for a few minutes.
Okay, so me and Ron will talk.
You guys can do your thing. It's just I have to. And this is kind of a weird thing I'm doing, but
then just go.
I'll tell you guys afterwards. After we're done with this, I'll tell you what I'm.
Okay. Bye now.
Did.
Bye, Jerry.
No. It's not like that at all. It's not like that at all. No. I have to run upstairs. I have to go talk to somebody, but.
Walk, don't run.
Yes. Yes. Okay. So yeah, I'll be back. Take care of the show for me. Everybody behave, and
yeah.
Yeah, don't forget to tell people to leave thumbs ups.
All right, guys, ask some questions.
No, as you do that, someone else left a thumbs down. Thanks.
Oh, you can't say that.
Yeah, I can say that. You're leaving.
Guys, ask some questions. What do you want to see?
Citizen Kane.
Because I'm leaving, they left that? Oh, that's so sweet.
Citizen Kane asked if I took guitar lessons. Yes, I took guitar lessons for like the first 4 years of my life. And then as my ear training got better and I could hear things off the radio, I stopped taking lessons and I was able to hear songs just by listening.
Yeah, I took lessons for, let me see, probably about a year, just over a year. And then I got to the point where I could pretty much play, what I wanted to. And instead of continuing on with the lessons and getting more theory, kind of theory based, I kind of just, lost interest in the lessons part because I got sick of playing the stuff that they wanted me to play, and I just wanted to just jam. So I had already had a basic chord, progressive type understanding, and I could pretty much listen to something and figure out how to play it. So And I knew how to read tablature, which again at the time I thought was all I ever needed to know.
Mm-hmm.
And you know, I mean, I've taken a few lessons since then over the years, but I've never really sat down and focused on how to learn music. And I really, I mean, I've been playing guitar for like almost 20 years now,
Mm-hmm.
and about 18 years, 19 years, and I'm happy with my. I mean, you can always, you know, I don't think an artist, any kind of artist, a musician or, you know, a painter or martial artist or whatever type of artist you are, I don't think an artist is ever really happy with their, you know, with they always want to be better. They always want to be able to express themselves maybe a little differently, you know. I mean, and once we're happy with ourselves, then I think our life is over, really. But as far as my technique's concerned, I mean, I'm not really too concerned about the technique, because if I really want to work on something, I can figure it out. But one thing I really do wish that I had paid attention to, and it's never too late, but I really wished I had paid a little bit more attention to the theory aspect of things.
Sure, me too.
Yeah, I really wished I had done that.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah.
Never too late, I guess, you know.
That's right. K14CE asks, who are your biggest influences when you first started out, and have your influences changed now? Well, when I first started out, I started playing guitar when I was 5 years old, and I mean, when I was 5, I knew of Peter, Paul, and Mary, and the Everly Brothers, and I didn't even know what they were, but I remember singing "Wake Up Little Susie" with the little 45 records, you know. So that was like, you know, that was the beginning, and the Beatles back then, you know. I didn't really know who they were, but I knew I liked the songs. So when my grandmother asked me if I wanted to play guitar, and I said, yeah, okay. I didn't have any influences in mind other than guitar is something that no one else that I knew did, so I wanted to do it. Then when I was 11 years old, I went to my first Van Halen concert, which was the first concert I ever went to in my life, and my life changed right there. It was incredible to, you know, it was like culture shock. Hearing, you know, that music, seeing that red guitar, and seeing all the sea of women taking their shirts off in the audience, it was like that's what I wanted to do. And no, I didn't want to be a woman that took my shirt off. I wanted to be the guy on the stage, you know. So that's when my influences changed. And the funny thing is, like the next year I had, you know, some of my friends would put the VH on their notebooks, and I'd be like, what's that VH thing? What is that? Not really thinking that I saw this band called Van Halen the year before. And when, you know, my buddy at the time said, no, that's Van Halen. That's their logo. And I said, oh, I know what a Van Halen is. I went to that show last year, that concert, you know. And it's like I didn't know what it was. I was, you know, young and, you know, didn't know much about rock music. That's when I really started getting into it. Yeah. So that's how that started.
Michael James asked a question a couple minutes ago on my 1984 Kramer. He wanted to know, this is my 84 Kramer. He wanted to know if I mounted the Floyd on it. I guess he means the original Floyd with the shims in it. This is not the original Floyd that came with this guitar. This was a 84 reissue guitar, and I you know, I took it all apart, painted it, obviously, and actually repainted it to make it. I did a separate job on it because I a secondary paint job on it because I wasn't satisfied with the first one. The Floyd that's on this guitar is an original black Floyd Rose German, original one with the old school collar on it. Because on my 84 Kramer, I kind of did a combination of. I always liked the original neck on this guitar, which is the one that ended up on the 85 Hard Rock Cafe donated guitar, which Dave has a replica of that, as well as the 84 Kramer. I always liked this neck, which was the 84 version of it, with a little bit of the relicking and with the black hardware that was on this guitar for the 86 5150 tour that Eddie used to play Good Enough. So I kind of did a combination of both with the black hardware with the original neck, because in 1986 he didn't have this neck on it because the neck was gone. It had been put on Hard Rock Cafe 85 guitar, and he had a neck on it that was similar to the 5150 with a regular black stripe that didn't go backwards with no stars. So I kind of did a combination on it, but so it is a black original German Floyd Rose, and there are no shims. It's just, you know, like it's flush to the body, and yeah. So this is I really like this guitar. This is a great guitar. And the funny thing about it is when I've done a bunch of these guitars, I've probably painted 5 or 6 of these 84 Kramers in my time, and there was a couple of them that I really was happy with, and the one that I had, I thought I was happy with, and then back, I think last year, or actually earlier this year, I should say, in March, the first time I went down to Dave's, I actually got a chance to see Dave's 84 replica up close and got to play it. And as soon as I saw Dave's, I'm like, oh, I hate my paint job now, because the guy that painted Dave's did such a great job on it. I saw so many things that I wasn't happy with on mine. So I think, Dave, when I got home, it was like a Sunday. I think on Monday morning I'd stripped my guitar down and repainted it, and ended up trying to nail, you know, some of the overspray and some of the chips.
Sure.
Just a whole bunch of stuff, you know, I did on mine to kind of make it more accurate, so to speak, to what I envisioned Ed's was.
Yeah. Now, did you have before you repainted it? Was the back of your guitar correct, or did it with the stripes?
Yeah, I had the back was correct. I mean, I had the Z 1984 and everything in the cavity, and everything was right. It just I wasn't satisfied with the overspray, you know, like on the back, you know, where it oversprays a little bit, and I wasn't satisfied with that. I'd had a couple little mistakes on the front, and I'd noticed on this black stripe right here, the one that goes here, I mean, you can see how it's kind of messed up. It's kind of,
yeah, sure.
Kind of, you know, it doesn't go straight because Ed's didn't. And when I saw yours, when I saw it up close, I said, okay, that's how it's supposed to be. And then I got an idea how to do the paint job. So when I did the paint job on it, not to give anything away, I put the masking tape down. And actually what I did is I just tore away a little bit of the tape to make it kind of uneven and jagged.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
And that's how I figured out how I should do it. But I didn't see that until I looked at yours. And then I was like, okay, now I know what I need to do. And I painted this one, and it came out really, really, I was very happy with this. And very rarely am I, you know, I'm never 100% satisfied with my guitars, but I was very satisfied with how it came out. But yeah, I love this guitar. I don't play it as much as I probably should, but and actually I think all 3 of us have an 84 Kramer. Johnny has one too. Yeah,
that was mine. I gave him that one. Well, I gave him the body and neck for that one when I redid mine.
Yeah.
When I first saw the back of what Eddie's looked like, I had to do something about that.
Yeah,
right away. So I said, well, I'm going to make a new one.
I remember I was on the phone.
More exact.
I was on the phone with Jerry Leica and Scott Smith. And Scott might have known about it a little sooner, I think. But I remember I was on the phone with Jerry the day that that Young Guitar magazine came out. The first photo of the back of the 84 Kramer came out.
And you mean this one?
Well, yeah, that one has it, but there was an original Young Guitar. Actually, no, it is a Guitar Man. It was it was the second edition that came out, I think, and it showed the back of the 84 Kramer. I remember I called Jerry and I'm like, Jerry, have you seen this? He's like, yeah, I just saw it. He's like, we all had to repaint our guitars. You know?
Yeah.
Because nobody was satisfied with it, with the back in it.
Absolutely crazy. I know. Yeah.
Carlin says, what pickup is in that? That pickup, believe it or not, in the 84 it's an 84T. It's actually the original pickup that came in the 84 reissues. Blackie EVH, thank you, appreciate it.
Very good. What else? What else you want to show us?
Rob is a La La Land. Huh? Shows guitar and not say pickup tool.
What?
I don't know. Doesn't matter. Lul.
Oh.
Anyways,
Oh, okay. Yeah. All right.
Whatever.
Pickup tool. You're a pickup tool. It's so funny.
Well,
No,
been called worse.
No, not at all. 52 people, 52 thumbs up, 49 people watching. Nice. That's awesome stuff.
Yeah, it is awesome.
I say we talk about Johnny.
Let's talk about Johnny. He's not here. You gonna get one of those Echoplex pedals, Dave?
No, I don't think so. I have so many delays. I have so many things I have to do before I think about other stuff right now. And it's holiday season. Wow, it's crazy.
Have you done any of your Christmas shopping yet?
I've done some Christmas shopping. Yes. Yeah.
I haven't even started yet.
You know, you don't have that much time left. You know what I had? You know what I had to do today? Unfortunately, I had to bring my Ripley guitar in for a refret because the last 2 days, because of the weather change that we had here.
Yep.
The whole neck absolutely warped. The fretboard is all, you can't fix it with a truss rod adjustment. It's warped.
Really?
It's warped everywhere. So I brought it to my buddy Larry, who does all my fret work, and he's going to do a full fret job. He's going to plane the board and put 6,100 frets in it. And it's bumming me out because, you know, I don't even own the guitar yet, but I don't, you know, I need to get the work done because it happened under my watch, you know, it happened in my house.
Yeah.
So I need to get it, to get it, you know, back to, because, you know, I can't in good faith leave the guitar the way it is, especially since I don't own it.
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean.
What about you? What's next for you? What are you planning on?
Good question. I had some. I'm still looking for that green PV Wolfgang special. Mm-hmm. You know, I'm still missing my old one. I'd like to get another one.
Right.
I was actually kind of debating on getting another Ernie Ball Music Man EVH, but you know, the amber one I have now, that's more than enough. I like the.
Well, you just got rid of one. What color would you get?
Well, I mean, originally I was going to get a purple one, but I really don't want a purple EVH Music Man with my purple, you know, PV standard Wolfgang. So I don't know if I was ever to get one, probably a red one. But honestly, Dave, I really don't want another Music Man. I'm happy with the one I have. I like it. Mm-hmm. Like I said, I think the next Wolfgang I get would probably be a PV green special. Mm-hmm. You know, and what I would do is I'd throw a sustainer in it, kind of like yours. You know, that's what I want to do. Other than that, probably just you know, kind of probably upgrade my my pedals. I want to get the Friedman pedal. I want to. I'd like to get the Echoplex pedal. Mm-hmm. And I think eventually I'd like to do something like, you know, your pedal board. You know, talk to Hubs and have him, you know, do the work with me for something like that. So I mean, I have some, you know, as far as guitar wise, probably just the green PV.
Nice.
Nice. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get.
Yeah, I want to get the.
Oh, that delays back.
Again?
Yep.
I had my thing plugged in too. That's weird.
It might be on Johnny.
It might be on Johnny's side.
The next guitar I want to get is a
PV
special and paint it like 98 stripe guitar. Yeah, I had one, and I sold it a long time ago. Mine was really, really nice. I mean, I see Hubbard has one now too again. And yeah, that was I missed that guitar. Mine was originally a cream one, and I painted it. I actually have some pictures of it somewhere. Actually, I think I've shown pictures of it at one point. That's cool. Yeah,
that's cool. Yeah, I've seen it. How's that? Any better?
Nope. Nope. I'm gonna drop out.
Okay. So, what else you guys got? The spanked double neck. Yeah. Carlton says, yeah, that's a cool guitar. Actually, Scott Smith had one custom made. I think years ago. I think the closest thing you can get to the spanked double neck are the what are those guitars? They're made by Ernie Ball.
Is that any better? No, it's not.
Yeah, it's not. Nothing?
Nah,
Still
delaying.
I wonder if it's on Johnny's end.
Might be.
Dave, those double neck Ernie Balls, they're not the music. Well, they're Music Man's, but they're they make them in a sunburst type tobacco. What are those? Are those AX40s or something like that?
No, they're
What are they?
OLP.
OLPs. Yes. I think those are the closest thing you can get to the double necks, like Ed's, unless you have something custom made.
Well, I mean they're double necks, but they're 612. You know, 6-string 12-string. It's really not the same thing. It's horrible.
Rob, Mary Joan Wright says, "Show us your special, please. Which one? Which one do you want to see?" Rob, what is your main amp? Right now I'm just running a 5153 1x12 combo with a 1x12 cab next to it, so it's basically a 2x12. That's what I'm running now. Any tricks setting up intonation on a Floyd? There's really no trick to it. You just got to find the right. You just got to, just hit your harmonic, your open string, your harmonic, and your 12th fret. And if they're all coincide with each other tone-wise, you're good. If not, you just have to move your saddle front or back a little bit. It's really no tricks to intonate. It's pretty simple. Dave should yodel. Dave should yodel.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh.
What else? So you can show your standard.
Yeah, I don't. She said special. I don't know which one.
Special, the red one.
Yeah, right now this is the special that I have. And this was originally Dave's guitar. I've shown this a couple of times before. I love this guitar. It's the red EVH special. Dave did everything to it. Actually, there's one thing I did do to it. I'll tell you after. But Dave put all chrome hardware on it when I got it. He including the Pearloid tuners, EVH tuners with the Pearloid heads. He did that. So basically, it's an upgrade from that. I turned the pickup around to make it look like the Ernie Ball Music Man, the originals. So you had kind of the zebra but backwards on the neck. The one thing I did do to this guitar, and I'm trying to remember why I did it.
I know why you did it. Put the Floyd on your Kramer ad.
Yes. Exactly, Dave. Yep. That's what I did. Yep. This had an original German Floyd on it. And on my Kramer ad, I needed one. I just had like a no name on it. So I put the original German Floyd on the Kramer ad guitar. And I happen to have this PV Wolfgang Floyd kicking around. An original PV Wolfgang Floyd, which is in mint shape. So I actually threw that on this guitar and set it up, and it fits right in the slot almost perfectly. And you can hear it sits flush on the body. Dave's got a trem stopper in the back, and doesn't have a big block, but I don't need it because the PV Floyds actually have a brass block. They're thin, but I'm really happy with the sound on this thing. So yeah, this is my special now. Arch top, great guitar. I love how it sounds. Great guitar. And upgraded with the hardware, the chrome hardware, which I think makes this thing just look sweet, honestly. I've been kind of debating on putting a kill switch in this guitar, because now that I don't have my tobacco one anymore, the only guitar I have with a kill switch on it is my, my USA Relic guitar. Obviously has the kill switch, but So I was thinking about doing that. That would probably be the only thing I would do to this guitar.
Mm-hmm.
Other than, like Dave said a couple weeks ago, we were talking maybe putting an EVH ebony neck on. That might, you know, that would look pretty cool, I think. So yeah, a couple little things maybe I'd do. But I love that guitar. That's a great guitar.
Yeah, getting an ebony neck for that. No one seems to have them.
They're hard. I mean, I got one 7 or 8 months ago for my tobacco guitar, and I just lucked out. I found it on VH Link. Some guy was selling it, and I got a great deal on it. And I brought it down to my guitar tech and put it on. And that guitar, when I sold it, was, you know, it was one of a kind. You know, it all had the upgraded hardware, the kill switch, the ebony neck with stainless frets. I hated it to get rid of that, but I needed to move it.
Right.
Yep.
Right.
Cool. Thanks, guys. Yeah, I do like it. It is a nice guitar. Yeah, real nice guitar, and it plays amazing too. Oh, and Dave actually did do one thing to the headstock. He actually colored black, like made like a black. Yeah, it looks cool. Yep, he did a great job on that.
Thank you.
Yep.
Thank you. That was pretty easy. It was pretty easy. It was just, you know, freehand, but with a sharp.
Yeah. And then when I first looked at it, I'm like, whoa! I didn't know this thing had binding on it. And you know, then I figured out what you'd done immediately. Not because it looked like you handmade it, but because I remembered that they didn't come that way. But yeah, it's kind of neat.
Yeah, it's pretty cool. Yeah, it's pretty cool.
Yeah. Mary Joan Wright says, "Thank you, Rob. Beautiful. Me or the guitar?"
Yeah, awesome. Yeah, awesome.
Never mind, forget it.
Eduardo says that I should ask you to wear earphones. The echo is speakers.
It's not my end, I don't believe, because I have my Beats pill plugged into the headphone jack. Johnny Beane. JB.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I got the same thing.
What you got, Dave?
What's that?
What guitar do you have? Oh, okay. Yeah, I couldn't see what it was. I love that thing.
Yeah, just doing a little bit of playing.
You been playing today much?
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. Wow, that echoes really bad.
Hang on one second. You got this for a sec, Dave? Let me make one adjustment.
Yeah.
Hold on. I'll be back in a sec. Hold on.
Okay.
Cover me for 1 second.
I will.
Get another cable. Hold on.
Well, I thought he'd be out and then come back in. That's what it is. Anyway. It's not my end. It would be echoing on someone else. If it was my end. Really weird. Paul Rodden says. No. Is it echoing now? Yep. I don't know. Rob, what are you doing over there? Anyway, so I've been working on drop dead legs. I got it pretty. I'd play it if there was a delay on this. Yes, I probably could go. Now will work. Right. Johnny did to me. I don't know. So who has questions? Echo on. You're right, Bubba. It's okay then. Johnny will probably cut this all out anyway. Now batting for the New York Yankees.
Echo's not on my side.
I don't know where it is.
That's not here because my
Hang on, I got a different cord.
What happened?
How about now?
Still there.
Okay, because it's not on my end because I just plugged this thing into another cord.
I don't know. Drop out for a second.
Okay, right back.
How long was that going on?
Forever.
Check.
It's gone. It was Rob. Oh my God.
Sorry, yeah, I was upstairs. Yeah, I was talking to my neighbor. I had to
making me crazy. It was absolutely making me crazy.
Uh-oh.
He's not allowed back. He's fired. That guy is so fired. Okay. Ron Johnson's fired. Oh my God. And everyone in the chat box like, it's Nesdall's side. No, it's not.
Oh. Here I am. I'm back.
I feel like I just gave birth. It's horrible.
Well, you should have texted me.
Yeah, and tell you what, come downstairs because it's echoing. What are you going to do about it?
I would have ran down here but it wasn't my fault.
And said it's not me.
But it wasn't me. It wasn't my fault.
Exactly.
It was Rob.
It wasn't you. Oh my God.
Because my mic was shut all the way off.
It was you, Rob.
Is that better?
I don't know.
Is that better?
Is it?
Oh. Is it?
Okay. I think that's weird.
Yeah.
Oh.
It was fine, and all of a sudden it wasn't. That's strange.
I felt like pulling whatever hair I had left out.
Well, you'd be pulling from your beard, so.
Well, it's still hair.
Yeah. I don't know. I didn't see any of that. I just happened to walk in and I heard it.
God.
I walked in and I heard it and I saw Nesdall say something about Johnny something this. And I looked and yeah, my fader was all the way down. So it wasn't can't blame me for that.
Well, maybe it was me, but as soon as I dropped out.
It was you. Yeah, it was you. It was you.
It was you.
It was. I mean, I don't know. Either way, it's gone now.
Cool.
Thank God. Now I got nothing to say to anyone.
Yeah, I know. Oh, I lost my chat box. I got to get my chat box back.
Oh. Wow.
Oh, yeah, Eduardo. Right. Yeah, you said it was Rob. Sure. See, because of that, we only have 40 people watching.
Oh, Eduardo was right, but I did have my like I said, I did have my pillow. It's plugged in my beach.
I don't think your pill works very well.
My pillow?
Yeah, your pill. I don't think it works very well at all.
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe you should turn it on next time instead of just plugging it in.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. The other Rob. I don't know if he's watching this. The guy that I ran into at a Guitar Center. He sent us a text. He's asking me, does Eddie still use his old Music Man signature models?
Well, like we said a few minutes ago, I mentioned it about, what, a half hour ago. I said, you know, Eddie still keeps his original Amber Music Man within arm's reach of the studio. So I would imagine, yes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Nesdal is like totally.
I'm spent.
He's done. I can tell.
What'd you do today, Dave?
Doesn't matter.
He was babysitting.
Everything I did was in the last 15 minutes of life. I'm never gonna get that time back.
What's everybody up to tomorrow? Any big plans?
I think we're gonna deal with Echo tomorrow. I'm gonna buy an Echoplex and plug it into my computer.
Yeah, we were just joking. That was the Echoplex feature. Did you guys like it? We wanted you guys to hear what we were talking about, you know. That's basically, yeah, that was an Echo. That was
Man, you know, it's funny, Eduardo, you're right. You know, you can actually see when I'm pissed off, right? It actually shows on my face. Like, really, it's like all of a sudden I'm happy, and all of a sudden it's like an on-off switch.
Not so much anymore.
No, I'm happy again because there's no delay, and I can talk.
Well, you next time just text me because
because there's something you could have done about it. Gee, we just went through this. I told Rob it was him, and he was like, "No, it's not me. I've got my pill. I've got my pill. Why don't you swallow that pill?"
That's a big pill.
Yeah, well, unless you're wearing unless you're wearing headphones.
Well, I wore my headphones. It was still happening. That's why I knew it wasn't me.
Yeah, unless you're wearing headphones. Yeah.
It was just easy to blame it on Johnny because he wasn't
I
here.
think you need to return that pill. It doesn't work.
You can blame it on me. That's fine because I wasn't here. But, you know, you should have texted me because just like 5 minutes ago, I did say, I texted you guys. I said, be right back.
Yeah, you did. You did.
Was the echo happening then?
It just started.
Yeah, it just started. It was like, I'm going to show that guy.
Was it my text that set the echo off?
Yeah, it's Johnny's text.
What if it was my text? What was it? It was Dave's, you know, his robot or whatever that started it. Yeah, and it was my text that started the chain reaction that started the whole echo thing. That's probably what it was.
Yeah, probably.
What's my text tone on your phone, Rob?
Text me. Text me right now. Just say test. This is Johnny Beane's text.
Hang on.
Okay. Here's both these guys.
Here's Johnny Beane's text.
Oh, you can't play that on here.
Why do you think I played it?
That's cool though. That's cool.
We've been banned in 37 countries now.
And Dave is the robot.
That's so funny.
Yeah.
Although I know you guys were suffering. You guys must have been suffering in here. It must have been just.
Oh, because Rob doesn't care. It's like, whatever. It's just a little delay. It won't hurt you. And I'm like, oh,
I can't hear it, so it's fine.
I want to kill everybody. I want to kill myself. I want to break my computer.
Oh, come on.
Dave was like getting ready to smash his guitar.
It was almost 2004 on the last show. I would have had to pick up my green guitar and smash it.
Yeah, he had to smash it, yeah. I wonder what the damage on that guitar was.
Oh, I could tell you.
Was it bad? You know?
Then I would have to be so fired.
I remember seeing the video of that. I don't think he broke the neck on it when he smashed it, though.
No, it didn't. The neck didn't break in two. It broke right at the neck joint.
Oh, okay. Yeah, 2004, the Tucson, Arizona show, I think it was, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Last show of the tour.
Mm-hmm. Crazy.
Yeah.
Hey, Mike.
So, Johnny, tell us what you did for the last half hour of life.
Was I gone for half an hour?
Just about.
Was I? I can tell you.
But then you'd have to.
No, I wouldn't have to. No, it sounds really. I'd rather not say because it's kind of It's kind of weird. Well,
Don't
no,
say
it's,
it.
well,
It's
it's not
all right.
weird though. It's not. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong. Let me just say, I just did like a little photo shoot, is what I did.
Okay.
Wow. We'll use our
Okay. I'll tell you what I did. Okay. Although it's nothing stupid. We don't have a Christmas tree. Okay. My neighbor has a Christmas tree, so I went and took some photos of myself in front of the Christmas tree, and that's the truth. That's exactly what it is. I know how stupid that probably sounds, but it's Christmas, right? And I needed to get some photos out to some family and friends of me in front of a tree. So that's what I did, and that's the truth. I'm not kidding.
Well, all right.
You know, and when I leave and do that, all heck breaks loose down here. I mean, look at this.
Yeah,
it was better not knowing what you did.
See, I'm not kidding. That was me just a few minutes ago getting a photo in front of a tree. I'm not joking. That's exactly.
So now you have a Christmas photo to send out.
Yes. And that happened to be, this was the time to do that. It's like, yes, yeah. Nice. I didn't know by me going to, take a Christmas photo that all heck would break loose with everybody. You guys, this is our last show, everybody.
Yeah, we're all done. We're wrapping it up for permanently.
What the heck happened Wednesday? Hashtag.
That's good. Good. It seems like it always happens on a Wednesday too.
Yeah. Although this Wednesday wasn't as bad, I don't think. Although I wasn't here for the last half an hour. I don't know what you guys did.
We were pretty good. Nesdall smashing guitars and amps because he was mad about the echo.
Really bad.
Susan Kane, yes. Johnny, your yearly Christmas card. Yep. Yeah, and I'm not kidding. That's where I was. I was getting a photo taken from a tree. That's all it was. But I ended up talking. I was talking to my neighbor. So it was. Yeah. Echo. Uh-oh.
No, can't be back. It can't.
Oh.
Crazy.
Everybody okay though in the chat box?
Yeah, everyone's fine. Everyone's they're all they're there. Everyone's there. 39 people watching. 54 thumbs up.
I was afraid of this though. When I left, there was 55 people looking at us. And usually it's like if I leave and come back and half everybody's gone,
Yeah.
I don't know. That's not being pompous.
Oh.
Oh.
But I mean, we've been on for what? An hour, and it's been an hour. It's been
hour and 47 minutes.
Yeah, I know.
47 minutes more than we wanted to be on.
Well, yeah, I usually just an hour. I mean, that's the problem is we can't just do an hour. We can't. We try. We jump on here. We say hi to people. Next thing you know, it's half an hour's gone by.
Yeah.
And we have to start saying goodbye. You know? So we would spend a whole hour saying hi and goodbye to people, and then after that is when we actually get down to business.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
It's like back in 1989 when Eddie and Mike and all those guys were doing an interview. I'll never forget. They were talking about like how much time they actually worked in the studio. I think it was when they were recording OU812. And they said, they'll get in the studio in the morning or whatever, and they'll leave at night. And they said, in a given day, they'll, like 8-10 hours a day, they'll probably spend maybe 40 minutes actually writing music. And the rest of the time is playing video games and screwing around and, whatever. Kind of funny.
I think I remember reading that too.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Fun stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean that's how it is when you're around people and you're having a great time.
Yeah. And like Eddie said, that is one reason why they have to put a deadline on the record when it's got to be out, because if they didn't do that, they'd never get the thing ready.
Mm-hmm.
Man, oh man, oh man. Yeah, everyone's talking amongst themselves in the chat box. The chat box is rocking. Anyone else want to know what Johnny's been doing besides
Black Belt Yellow Belly
photos?
Huh? First 30 minutes. Hi everyone. Second 30 minutes. Where's the echo coming from?
Last 30 minutes. Goodbye, everybody.
Was it half an hour of echo? What was it?
It's almost.
Well, I'll see that.
My neck is tight right now. I'm so tight right now.
I'm looking forward to watching this later, man. See you, Rick.
That's funny.
Oh well. Well, I mean that's that one of the main. I mean, it's Wolfgang Wednesday, but one of the main things I want to talk about was that Echoplex pedal. And if you guys don't know what an echo sounds like, the last 45 minutes that was echo.
The last hour and a half.
That's what echo actually is. If you dig that, you'll dig that pedal.
Oh my
God.
Yeah.
That's fun.
The thing is, if I'm going to have echo, the next time I'm going to have to get a tap tempo so it at least goes with my voice.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, speaking about echoes and delays, what this is something we probably should have talked about an hour and a half ago. What delay pedals do you guys use? Rob, you go first. What delay pedal do you use?
I actually had a carbon copy delay for a while. And haven't used that in a while. I've just been using a Boss digital delay DD3, kind of an older digital one. It's not my favorite pedal. It works for my cathedral setting and my normal playing, but I'm actually thinking of getting one of those Echoplex pedals. But I do like the carbon copy pedal too. That's a cool pedal.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the carbon copy. If you like that, man, you're not gonna believe the Dunlop Echoplex.
Yeah, can't wait to check.
You're not gonna believe it. And technically, it's all the same company.
Yeah.
So it's not like we're putting one against the other. Well, even if we are, it's the same company.
I think the Echoplex is a little bit more versatile than the carbon copy, wouldn't you say? A little more.
Oh, dude, you don't even know. You don't even. It's like. The carbon copy, you know exactly what that is.
Yep.
You can only get like so slow on that.
Right.
Turn the knobs. You get the what do you call it? What's the word, Dave? I'm gonna say the wrong word. I know.
Feedback.
Yeah, there's a word for that.
Slapback.
Digiplex.
I want to say oscillation or something. I don't know if that's.
Oscillation. What word?
Even a word?
That's no. What are you making up your own dictionary now? Oscillation.
No, there's a word for it. There's
oscillation.
Maybe is it oscillation?
Oscillate. Yeah, oscillate.
Oscillate. I said oxalate.
Oxidize.
Yeah. Whatever the word is. You guys, I'm horrible with words, and here I am hosting a show. What's wrong with me? No, but the carbon copy, you know exactly what that thing does. It's very basic. Sounds great, but it's very basic. The Dunlop Echoplex, it gets that and a million times. It takes it a million times in every other direction.
Yeah.
I mean, just that video I did yesterday.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And I didn't even scratch the surface of that pedal. Next time I use it, there's actually a lot more I can actually do with it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I, on the other hand, use the TC Electronics flashback delay. I have all three versions of it: the ×4, the regular sized one, and the micro, or is it the mini? I think it's the mini. think it's called a mini delay or micro delay. I don't remember. But I absolutely love that delay because it has the old TC Electronics 2290 delay chip in it.
Oh, yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, that delay unit, the 2290, is and was and will always be the best digital delay ever made. It's a rack unit piece that, you know, if you looked at it wrong, it broke. But when it was working, it was the best sounding delay pedal, a delay unit on the planet.
Yeah.
And the inners of that is in the delay pedals that they use. I love them. It's just what a great sounding delay. It's really good. And Johnny, I know you have a carbon copy and you want an Echoplex, but what else do you have? Do you have any others?
My very first delay pedal wasn't even a pedal. Yes. Actually, my very first, I had a DOD delay.
Yeah.
I want to say maybe it was blue. Was there a baby blue DOD delay pedal? Do you guys know?
I think that guy that used to do the Van Halen videos, Kurt Mitchell, I think his name was, used to do the Van Halen stuff years and years and years ago.
The VHS stuff.
Yeah, I think he used the DOD delay and a DOD phase shifter. Yeah, it was like a blue pedal. Yes.
I want to say it was a baby blue delay DOD pedal. That was my very first one. And then after that, what did I do with that? I might have traded that to somebody, you know, when I was a kid or a teenager or whatever. But my second delay unit was actually built into the amp. My first real amp was a PV Stereo Chorus 212. And that had built-in delays and reverbs, digital, where you would just turn the switches and it just did like long delay, short delay, room reverb, hall, you know.
Yeah.
And so there was a delay on that amp that I used to use that I really dug, and you would record with, you know, back when I used that amp, you know, way back when. And then after that, what did I use after that? I had, and I still have. I actually have I have an MXR Blueface rack mount digital delay. Actually, I have one of those. Although it was always kind of sketchy because it was given to me. It was actually a friend of mine just gave it to me. The top always came off, so you could always see the guts, and it was one of those things where you plug it in, you know, you're thinking, oh, you know, I hope I don't get electrocuted using this thing. That's how it always was, you know. And when you were a kid, you don't care, you know.
Right.
But I still have it. I think the last time I tried using it, I actually filmed a video. Remember when I did that video where I was explaining how there was somebody behind the scenes of the Van Halen shows turning a knob?
Yeah.
Remember that video I did?
Yep.
For the delay sounds. The last time I tried using that effect was for that video, and I don't think it worked. I think I turned it on, and I don't think there was any sound. Really.
Yeah, that's where Eddie would go up on the 22nd fret on the high E and do the trill, and it would always like make that pitch go way up even more so because someone was turning a knob behind the stage, I think.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. So when I did that video, and that would have been what, 2 years ago, maybe.
Yeah.
So that's the last time I tried using that MXR. I still have it though. It's over there in the corner. And then what did I have? I had actually I borrowed a I want to say a Roland like DC-30. Is that right?
Not sure.
Which actually Alan Garber, he actually chimed in today, and Alan, if you're watching this, you're right. You're right. When I said tours on the video yesterday, the video I filmed, when I said that Eddie used an Echoplex at the end of Eruption. I know. I don't think he actually did. I know I said that, but I was actually thinking about like the clubs. I wasn't thinking about the actual tours. During the tours, he had the big bomb, behind him, and he had a Roland rack mount unit in there. And you've seen the photo where it says Edward Van Halen, like cursive, like written. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I think he had a Space Echo in there.
Let me see. Well, you can
Roland Space Echo.
You can actually see it. Maybe some of you chat box guys, maybe you know exactly what I'm talking about.
Greg Walker says that I have more gear than an average Guitar Center, and there's a good reason for that, Greg. I worked in a Guitar Center for 10 years, so yes, I have a lot of gear. And then I worked at Manny's Music in Manhattan for 4 years before that.
Okay, here's the photo I'm trying to explain to you guys. Okay, there's that. There it is. There it is. Okay, so live.
So delay again? Delay again?
What?
What?
Huh? Okay, so live. You guys remember back in '78, even in the clubs, maybe he had this like hollowed out bomb on stage with him.
Yeah, I remember that.
And one of the effects in that bomb was this. And this is what he used on Eruption. So I take that back. So on the video yesterday, if anybody even watched this video this far into it, when I said he uses an Echoplex on Eruption, on the record and on the first few tours, this is what he actually used. And I had one of these. I had borrowed one of these back 20 years ago, and I'd love to get another one. It's a Roland, I want to say 30. Anyway, this is it. This is the unit right here. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
That's the unit he actually used on live. This unit right here, right there. I know it's kind of a fuzzy photo.
Somebody was selling one of those on eBay back about a year ago. I remember there was an original one someone was selling. Remember that?
Oh yeah. Oh, there's tons of them.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's tons of them. They're not hard to find. They're not hard to find. But the thing is they go for a lot. They go for a lot nowadays, and that's the problem. Because if I should have grabbed one years ago.
Do you have to replace the tape in those at all? How does that work? Doesn't the tape wear out?
Yes, you do. Mm-hmm. After a while, you do.
When did those come out, Dave? Like early 70s?
Tape Echoes? In the 50s.
Oh, they've been okay. I mean, I don't know. I mean, it's
been
a long time, huh?
Yep. Yeah. The original Echoplexes came out in the 50s.
That's cool. And they had that sound about them that nobody's ever really been able to.
Very warm. They were very warm sounding, and guys like Richie Blackmore would use them to help distort their amp. Like they would use them as a distortion because they would boost the signal of the amplifier.
Right.
So that's how most 70s guitar players got distortion out of their amps.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I want to show you a little piece of film here, if I can find it. I can show you one of those things in action, although a lot of you have probably seen this, but you probably didn't. Oh, wait a minute. That's why that's weird. Okay. Yes, it'd be this. It'd be this. What am I doing? Okay. Okay, here. Okay, that unit I just showed you. Here it is in action. I'm trying to get to.
Are you showing us that thing, his guitar solo in '78?
Yeah.
Where his tech hands him the destroyer.
Yes. Okay, here it is. I don't know if you can hear it. But... This is the unit, and here he is turning the knob on the unit. Right here. I know the video is.
Just leave it.
See how he's turning the knob there? Okay, you see that?
Yeah.
So you could see him actually using the thing. That's one of the reasons that footage is so. I mean, it's cool anyway because it's so old, but just the fact that you could actually see him, in action using that device.
Yeah.
So what he was turning there was that was probably that Roland. Anyway. Echo. Yeah.
Sorry.
So, huh?
I just woke up out of a deep sleep, so I had to say hello.
You did?
Yeah, no, Brandy.
I know.
Yeah.
Should have got my dog tonight. No, I didn't pick him up though. I didn't have time. I rushed home to be part of the hangout.
Awesome. So what do you think? You guys all right? You good?
I'm good.
Well. It's been 2 hours, man. Yeah,
Longer
I'm
than
good.
that for me.
Oh yeah. I'm good. Thank you everybody for watching this. If you dig this stuff,
We're on our final descent. We're starting to say goodbye. We'll be here for another half hour.
yeah, give it a thumbs up. And thank you for hanging in there. During that episode. I missed it. I'm gonna have to rewind this and watch that and see what I missed.
No, do yourself a favor. You're not going to get that 20 minutes back.
It's gonna be nothing but no. It's you. No, it isn't. Is that what it was?
No, it wasn't all that, but there was a lot of quietness because every time I spoke, there was an echo. It was painful, very painful.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Well, we finally got it rectified.
Yeah, that too.
Cool. Cools, dudes. All right. Peace out, man. Peace, Greg Walker, man. Citizen Kane, 1550 Fly Guy. I'm your Huckleberry. Hey, man. George Squarehead. Hey, man. Rick Smith.
Lots of people watching.
Had to peek back in. What, you left?
Let's get those thumbs ups.
Drive you insane?
And out.
See you, Mary. All right, see you guys. See, now we have to do the Instagram after show.
Yeah.
You guys are like, no.
As long as it's not an echo.
We have to do it, though, man.
All right, so we'll do it. All right, Michael James, see ya.
We have
cold in my house. Oh, it's so cold.
Here we go.
Turn the heat up.
This has to be on. Now we're getting the echoes on this side. Check. Say check, Dave.
Check, Dave.
We'll go soon, man. We'll go soon.
Check. Check.
Actually, give me like 20 seconds.
Really? You leaving again?
Yeah.
Oh.
Let's see. Yeah, yeah, it'll be real quick. Real quickly.
Real
Good
quick.
night, everybody. Yeah, just start saying good night to people.
What was that? Is that a horse?
Why didn't we just say goodnight and end it?
I don't understand that guy.
I don't either. Come on, Dave, play something. You plugged in. Let's hear you. Come on. You got it.
Okay. All right.
Okay. There's more people in here now. Hey. All right. See you guys later.
Sorry about that. All right.
Nice, Dave. Good job.
Awesome, man.
Awesome.
Awesome, dude.
That was you really got me, right?
Yeah, that too.
No, that was Drop Dave later.
Yes, and yes, the detuna is out.
Hey, Stephen. Stefan's watching us on Instagram now.
It really wasn't loud. It's not loud. It's just, you know, the amp is pointing right at this computer, so it sounds loud, but it's not.
Yo, Jay, right? Lucky 13, Jay. How are you doing, man? All right, this is the we're trying to end this thing. All right, YouTube. Thanks for watching this stuff. Again, give it a thumbs up. We apologize for all that echo, but you know, I wasn't here.
It was Rob's fault.
Yeah. Good to see you, man. All right, we're live on Instagram. If you guys want to jump over to Instagram, go to Instagram, Johnny Beane on Instagram. And you'll see us live right now. All right, so we're going to jump out of here. Thanks for watching the stuff. Thanks for being a part of this, you guys.
Yeah.
And yeah, see you guys Friday.
Cool.
See you guys Friday. Is that Instagram?
Yeah.
Let's see it. What does it look like? See you guys Friday. Is that Instagram? Yeah. Let's see. Oh, but see, now we got the echo again. But see, that's what the Instagram looks like.
Yeah.
But see, now we got the echo again. But see, that's what the Instagram looks like. Uh-oh. People are going nuts. All right. See you guys later.
All right.
Bye-bye, YouTube. Johnny Beane, johnbeane.com. David Nesdahl. Rob Johnson.
See ya.
See you guys.
See you guys Friday. Bye.
Good.
See ya.
Cool.
No, you hang up first.
No, you hang up.
Okay.